Welcome back, Fearless Dojo here, and we are playing Midnight Suns. And I'm very interested to see what happens in this tunnel, so let's check it out. Elder Atum Shrine. Very cool. Is this where we learn our next power? Place item. Moon seal.
This looks like it.
Word of power. Calling in a tomb allows you to reveal all manner of mysteries hidden from view. These may be long forgotten structures or events that cannot be detected with the naked eye.
With a tomb's help, you shouldn't have any trouble uncovering the more elusive elements hidden throughout the grounds. Why don't you try out his blessing on that stone over there?
Okay, so I'm guessing everywhere that we've seen this symbol is going to do something.
Autumn, show me the way.
Very cool. And we've seen that symbol a lot. What is this? Moonflower. Haha. Lots of moonflower. Perfect.
Autumn reveals all.
Bespoke potions. Every recipe includes bitters. Unlock recipes for moderate heroic essence and greater healing salve. Death cap. Okay, so this is actually happening just in time. We need 10 death cap, 10 moonflower, 50 attack essence. Before we start wandering, I have seen this symbol a few times over here, so I'm very curious to see what our new power will unlock for us. First over here, I've seen it, I'm pretty sure. Over here somewhere, right here. What you got for me?
Autumn be praised.
Oh, okay. Take another key. This is probably really going to give our arcane knowledge a boost. I've seen it up here.
The son of Gaia approves.
Okay. You know, I think I've seen these before. And before we start piddling around with it, I'm going to... First of all, I think there's another symbol over here, if I remember correctly. Up on this rock or something. Yep. I don't know why I'm remembering this. Probably because I've been back here looking for regents 500 times. What you got?
He sees our path.
We're going to have plenty of keys, it looks like. Okay, so I'm sure there's another one over here, too, behind the... Oh, this is where I found the stone rod, or the earth rod. I used this word of power. Open the door. Because that one book gives us a hint. We'd be curious what the next hint will be. What we got?
He sees our path.
So I wonder if this is just going to mostly unlock keys. Okay, so to where I think I may have seen... She's still there. May have seen those emblems. I guess we can use a key here. We have 5. Rune of Aggression. Select a hero. They gain 1 counter. Nice. Back here, if I remember correctly, there was a picture. And it said something about... Yes. 5 symbols arranged in a row. I'll be honest, I'm not going to remember that, so I'm going to just take a quick photo And we will see what they are for. Let us go find out. I'm glad they added fast travel. Nice little addition. Alright, so you got like a little mountain one. Oh. Oh, wait. Yep, it's this one. It's this one right here. Triangle guy. Half moon dude. That is up top. Upside down triangle guy. And half moon dude that is downward. I don't know why I just happened to remember. That's a gold one. I don't know why I just happened to remember what was it, what those arcane chest discovered legendary. Legendary head prop, common inventory, epic palette, rare combat. I don't even know what all that was. That stuff goes away so fast. Legendary head prop. Oh boy. That's a little much for me. I'm kind of... Maybe if we were doing like a dark playthrough, I'd use one of these horns. That's... I mean, that looks cool, but that's a lot. Ooh, all red. That's kind of sick. 225 though. Is it that sick? I like these too, but all red looks cool. We're good for now. Iridium? What am I looking at here? This is just basically a knockoff of Deadpool. Right on. I don't think I'm interested in any of those. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool too. Is this just in combat? I don't feel like that really goes with anything. We could do this though. Change the color of it. Ooh, that looks good. Or can you go black? I think I like that red. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. I'm very happy. I like this. Pretty cool that you constantly find customization stuff. So I wonder how many days it takes for that to come back. Alright, so let us look around in this next zone a little bit. We're still on the same night after that last mission, so we still gotta rest and make friends and all kinds of stuff. So let's look around for plenty of regents. This place is starting to look a little creepy. Okay. There's an epic chest. Can I pick you up? Doesn't look like it. Okay, we were starting to get some Doctor Strange looking stuff happening here. Gonna keep my key just for now. The Shady Oaks. Wonder if this would be like a good blade area. who would like to be maybe magic too, but she's really digging the stars. So there's another symbol over here. Martha Richards. Suspected witch, Martha Richards. This references a tree the villagers called the Life Taker. Its limbs held so many of the dead it needed to be fitted with iron supports. Martha Richards met her fate there. Okay. What do you got for me?
Autumn reveals all.
Another key. Definitely going to get our arcane knowledge.
Something terrible happened here.
Let's check around before we go in there. Wanda's Journal 2020. What a strange place this is. So much terrible history and so much corruption. But the energy here draws me in. Maybe it longs to be cleansed of the evil of Hiram Shah after all. This was once a place of peace and community before everything. I found a page of a journal from back then, written by Shah himself. I almost thought the page could have some kind of bad energy, but it's just a piece of paper in the end. Although it's made me wonder about what I know to be true around here. I trust Caretaker and Agatha completely, but I'm starting to think that I don't know as much as they've let me believe. So she's starting to doubt Caretaker and Agatha. Wonder why. Wanda's a very complicated character in Marvel lore. The glorification of the Royal Hungarian Saints. Another picture. I like how this place has so much. Okay, what we got here? Hiram Shah's Church. Mystery. Okay. Hello, Agatha?
This area, it feels wrong somehow. I sense an old suffering.
Members of the local coven were persecuted here. And worse.
Witches?
Salem's history with witches may have been distorted over the years, but some things are true. The witches of Salem did their best to thwart Shaw, but he rallied his congregation against them. The catalyst of the infamous Salem witch trials. When the coven called out in distress, it was Lilith and Sarah who came to their aid.
They uprooted their entire lives to come here. They were eager for a fight. They understood their purpose in this world.
They came all the way from Transia with the Abbey to help a group they had never met?
You may not believe it, but I'm sure you would have done the same. Isn't that why the Sons are here today? Aside from that, your mother and Sarah both saw the signs of Cthulhu's influence. They knew there was more happening in Salem than the persecution of witches.
Cthulhu's corruption had taken root in the New World just like the colonists themselves.
And while Lilith and Sarah were still preoccupied in Transia, they entrusted one of the moon seals to the Knights of Wondergore, who brought it to the Coven with the hope that its power would reinforce them enough to deal with Shaw.
But that is not what happened.
Unfortunately, no. When the plague came to Salem, the same one that afflicted your father, Shaw used it to further agitate his flock by placing the blame squarely on the Coven.
And the witches?
The mob was vicious. And the rest is history.
But what about the Moon Seal?
After the trials, the Moon Seal vanished along with Shaw. Without drawing any conclusions, I think we can both guess where it went.
If this was his church, then it is possible the seal is still here, or somewhere nearby.
You read my mind. Good hunting, dear.
That is the mystery, I assume. The church. Explore it. Okay. Probably going to be plenty of journal pages in here to be, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Was this always here? I may have forgotten a few things, but I feel as if I would remember a decrepit church on the grounds.
You may not remember the structure, but maybe you've heard of the man responsible for it? Hiram Shaw?
Well, I've read a thing or two about him.
This was his house of worship, and like a great many things on the grounds, Sarah preferred to keep it in a sort of mystic quarantine. Even I haven't been inside.
Is that all she did while I slept? Seal things off for our protection?
She can be overzealous at times, but in this case, she was right to be wary.
So, what dark secret does this place hold?
When Hiram Shaw first came to Salem, he was little more than a charlatan posing as a preacher. He managed to convince a few desperate souls to join his congregation, and with their help, he broke ground on this church. Whether it was coincidence or fate, in digging beneath the church, Shaw found something that would change the course of all of our lives. A long-forgotten page of the Darkhold.
Nothing is coincidence here. Sounds like anyone could have found it. Made no difference either way.
If Shaw found a page of the Darkhold, it was because Kuthan wanted it that way.
I tend to agree. That cursed book is always seeking out a way to return its master to power.
And a power-hungry preacher makes for the ideal messenger of darkness.
Yes, Shaw was an eager study, consumed almost immediately by the whisperings of Kuthan and the Darkhold's power. Nearly overnight, the people of Salem, old and new, were at his threshold, waiting for the word.
Those of you that watched WandaVision, or no. Well, yeah, WandaVision has the book at the end, Darkhold. The Darkhold is also a big part of the new Doctor Strange movie. You got more to talk about?
Never a dull moment.
Who was Hiram Shaw?
Tell me about Hiram Shaw.
By all accounts, Hiram Shaw was a desperate man. Desperate for power, wealth, influence, the usual desires that cloud men's minds. As I understand it, he was a largely unsuccessful minister before his arrival at Salem, traveling from place to place, swindling whatever followers he managed to gain before being run out of town. To think that a simple man like Shaw finding a piece of the Darkhold was enough to set all of this in motion, it puts things in perspective.
Tell me about my father.
What do you know about my father?
That's not an easy question, dear. What would you like to know? Was he a good man? Yes, I think he was. Your mother loved him dearly, and he doted over her. I think for a time she forgot who she was, where she came from. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. She and Sarah both deserve to find something more than just another fight with Kuthan. Lilith did. Sarah didn't. At least, not for a while longer still. I honestly think that's the only thing she ever had against him, blood or not.
Okay.
Until we speak again.
I assume this will open this door? Fair enough. Explore the church grounds. Faded journal page. 1694. I was wrong to let my heart linger on the thoughts of Lilith. She and her foul sister are worse than I could have imagined. She has even corrupted a man from my congregation to her cause. These women have more influence than that coven, even without their roots in this village. My congregation's size falters. I raise my hands to Kuthan nightly, crying out for guidance. Okay. Faded journal page. 1694. This scroll contains more influence than I initially perceived.
This must be Shaw's study.
For it is not merely power within, but corruption beyond my wildest imaginations. For each mark upon the land, a page could have been traced to its location. Aligned to a person of power who handled fragments of the blasphemous tome. I have come to believe that the dark and destructive events that plague this land are not the chronological rhythms fate has set in motion, but the dark holds sway. Cauldron mixology. Sometimes the look of the brew is more important to its effects than the taste. Fury totem, greater strength tonic. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Or do we just keep pushing doors open?
Noble Oster guides my hand.
Faded journal page. The cold depths of winter challenge us all. I'm grateful for Agatha and her control of the elements, especially fire, on these dark days. It is hard to believe that even with the threat of Lilith looming, this is 1711 by the way, 20 years later, that cold and hunger can draw up so much of our energy. Agatha brings me to her altar to train now and says that by the end of winter I will also be a master of the elements. I look forward to that day, if only to leave the snow behind us. Okay. Epic Hunter's quarter schematic, rare upper face prop, epic palette. No, thank you. That looks cool, I guess. I don't see... We've got a new, something new for the room, so we can go check that out. What is going on here? This looks like it's rather important, but I don't know.
There must not be anything here.
Explore the church grounds.
Hello. Goodbye. For now.
I'm exploring. Don't see... Don't see anything that I'm missing as of right now. It's possible I don't have the right equipment. To do whatever it is that I need to do. And it's possible that I just haven't gone far enough. Professor X channels his power to raise the knowledge necessary to be shared with his pupils. He holds in his hands the key to understanding. This card represents guidance and wisdom from a teacher. Almost halfway with all those.
This ward is not like anything I have seen on the grounds before.
And yet, it's familiar somehow.
Like the wards of protection that Wanda invoked to protect Dr. Strange's sanctum?
Very perceptive, dear. Maybe you should approach the good doctor and see if he has any insights. And Hunter, be circumspect. Dr. Strange is no fool.
I'll be honest. I don't know what circumspect is.
Something on your mind?
Did Wanda ever make it to this place?
I suspect she did. But if she discovered something, she didn't tell me. You know where to find me.
Let's go right away to the good doctor.
Hunter, buddy, talk to me.
Always memorable when you get to bust up some ghouls in Manhattan.
Where is he at? Found him. The Hidden Veil of Gods and Man, Volume 2, excerpt from page 361. Representing raw fury and strength, Set was the first of the elders to turn on his fellow gods and consume them. With each god swallowed, Set's power grew to unmatched proportions. With the remaining gods forced to seek refuge elsewhere in the universe, Oster took to the stars, while I don't think that's Gaia embedded herself within the earth and created sanctuary for the earth's inhabitants But it sounds like Gaia, but that's not how you spell. That is not how you spell the Greek one. Embedded herself within the earth and created sanctuary for the earth's inhabitants by sealing the world from both Set and Chthon's influence. Pretty sure Set is a Egyptian god. Remove painting. That's a cool painting, though. Why would I want to do such a terrible thing? Fragments of the raw earth. 211. Hematite is commonly used for grounding and stability, while the lodestone's magnetic qualities were meant to attract good fortune regarding love and relationships. Meteorite, with its association with the celestial realm, can enhance astral projection and serve as an excellent amplifier for dream and spirit journeying. Okay, got some smarty pants in the room here. What are you telling me today? Shrine of the Blood. Excerpt from Wanda's journal. I found another shrine to the elder gods. First, I had to pass through Dreamer's Descent until I came to a long stone staircase. Beyond that, I found a magnificent collection of transient standing stones. Bova told me stories of them when I was a child, but I had to travel across half the world to finally see them. I will have to write Pietro and tell him. He'll be jealous, but he won't admit it. I could happily spend days exploring the surrounding area. There is so much here that I should ask Agatha about. I had to pass through Dreamer's Descent until I came to a long stone staircase. Have we discovered Dreamer's Descent yet? Negative. Oh. I'm guessing. Yeah, that's just a. Yeah. Shrine of Blood. I think we've already done that. Hello.
Ah, Hunter, I was just admiring the collection. Someone spent a great deal of time piecing this library together. I hope you don't mind me, having a look around.
Of course not, Doctor.
Only if you do me a favor.
The library is an asset to us all.
I see I'm not the only one who's taken an interest in these works. You haven't been getting into anything precarious, I hope?
Absolutely, every day.
I've found something on the Abbey grounds that I think you should see.
Oh, sounds mysterious. By all means, lead the way.
Hmm.
I typically avoid venturing this far from the Abbey, especially at night.
Not today, Doctor.
It makes Tony nervous, you see.
Not today.
There's an unsettling air about this place.
This church belonged to a preacher named Hiram Shah. His influence turned Salem against its coven.
A charismatic personality and a fearful populace can do much evil together.
There was more to it than that.
Yes, I suspected as much. Not in the I'm concerned about your personal well-being, Doctor sense. I think he's actually more afraid of what might happen to my side of... You were right to bring this to my attention, Hunter.
We thought it resembled one of your wards of protection.
There's a reason for that. It's the same magic Wanda invoked in her attempts to protect the Sanctum. But what is it that you're chasing out here? These wards aren't something to toy with.
I will not know for sure until I get past this. Is there any way to dispel it?
Unfortunately, no. What good would the wards of protection be if they were so easily broken? But I have been wrong before, at least recently. Do you have any suspicions as to who may have conjured this here?
Wanda. Wanda may have been invoked. I would suspect Caretaker. You were my first thought, Doctor.
Wanda
Involved.
spent a great deal of
Investing
time out here, and she had the power.
She does have some experience with these spells. But why would she do that?
The only way I will know for sure is to find a way through to the other side.
I'll think on it and see if I can come up with some way to assist you, Hunter. For now, though, you'll have to be patient.
Okay.
What's up, Big H?
Yes?
I have the ingredients for the emo
I have
kids.
something for you.
Oh,
Here you are.
wonderful. We can use it in the ritual.
Minus 50 attack essence. That is... What is that?
What's up, Hunter?
Oh, is that like a... is that a heating rune of sorts?
I needed that.
And I've just never noticed it? I'll take 5 heroic essence. I kind of wanted to look around. Let me go talk to Agatha. I want to look around for more emblems. There's got to be some. Hello, Agatha.
Hunter?
Holy crap. The source of Wanda's power.
I've heard that Wanda's power comes from Chthon.
The way I understand it, as a child, Wanda and her family lived in Transia, not far from Mount Wundagore. Within that mountain, the dark god Chthon had long been imprisoned, his corruptive influence an ongoing threat to the people of Transia.
And Wanda was affected?
Whether Chthon reached out to Wanda, or he found her by chance, I can't say. But Wanda was blessed or cursed by Chthon, touched by the power of chaos magic. While he had hoped to make her some sort of acolyte, she proved to be more capable than even he foresaw.
Tell me about Chthon.
What can you tell me about Chthon?
One of the first Elder Gods, Chthon is said to have existed for tens of millions of years, well before the dawn of humanity on Earth. Believe it or not, he wasn't always the bastion of evil that we know today.
This story sounds familiar.
As the legend goes, the downfall of the old gods was actually brought upon by Chthon's brother Set, who found that by consuming his siblings, he could gain their power. After Set consumed Hypus, Chthon followed suit with the others, and in this way, many of the first gods also became the first demons.
Interesting.
And how did he come to be imprisoned on Earth?
In the same way Hydra has worked to restore Lilith, various cultists of the past sought to revive Chthon to wield his power. When Chthon failed to cooperate, these same cultists did the only thing they could. They locked him away again.
Transia.
What do you know about Transia?
Transia is your ancestral homeland, Hunter. The birthplace of Lilith and Caretaker. It has always been a sort of magical junction, drawing in every type of occultist, sorcerer, and even the occasional elder god. The Abbey grounds still behave in much the same way, even after all this time.
And Wundagore?
Wundagore Mountain has always played a prominent role in whatever scheme was underway. Chthon himself is said to have created the Darkhold, deep within the caverns of the mountain.
What was Caretaker like before?
What was Caretaker like when she was younger?
I'm sure it's difficult to remember now, but Sarah wasn't always the steadfast contrarian. In our younger days, she was much more enthusiastic about dashing off to save the day, not unlike some of our younger allies among the Suns.
That does not sound like the Caretaker we know and love.
Keep in mind, Hunter, Sarah has faced a great deal of loss in her time here. Everyone she ever cared about, in fact. I would say she's earned the right to be disagreeable, at the very least. She is a very strong woman. I'm not sure I would have held up as well given the same circumstances.
The Knights of Wundagore.
Who were the Knights of Wundagore?
Another mysterious group of heroes in a world full of mysterious groups. Of course, I'm no expert on transient history. I do know that the Knights of Wondergore were formed as a response to the growing threat of Chthon's influence near the mountain.
What exactly did they do?
Hydra was hardly the first to dabble in chthonic schemes. Many have tried and failed to awaken the Dark God. Over the centuries, the Knights fought alongside a number of allies who stood against the various crazed worshippers of Chthon.
You were at the Salem witch trials?
You were there? At the witch trials?
Not initially, no. If I had been, I like to think I could have stopped them before it was too late. I sensed something was wrong, and when the witches cried out in distress, I came to Salem as quickly as I could.
But Shah had already committed his crimes against them?
Yes. It was a devastating discovery. And for the longest time, I blamed myself.
But you see now it was not your fault.
I've come to understand that we must accept the past and move on. But that doesn't mean I won't always carry that pain with me.
I know that feeling all too well.
I know. And I wish you didn't, dear. I really do.
Quite of a lore drop. That is probably literally just a stupid party thing. So I'll be honest. We have more to look at out here. It's a lot of non-combat so far. We're already almost 40 minutes in, but you know what? I don't really care. Another chest. Steel Wind Rare Palette. Rare Hunter's Quarter Schematic. We're going to have to go look at our room in the morning, I think. There's got to be a point to this place, right? Someday we'll come here for some reason. Unless I already did it. I might already did it. Might have been the emblem right there. Let's save my keys. Guess we'll just keep going.
Autumn be praised.
Autumn be praised. Some more death cap. Some more death cap. Moonflower. A random tree. Suspected witch Margaret Adams, suspended in an iron cage for several weeks. The unnatural longevity of this suspect revealed her true nature. Right. Another haven. Old Salem Cemetery. A 17th century cemetery housing many of Old Salem's infamous inquisitors. The Empress. Storm channels nature's power and the elements, harnessing a frightful storm with little effort. This card represents pleasure and prosperity and a strong natural influence. Another chest. Got a lot going on around here, it looks like. Okay. Corrupt well mystery.
Cathan's dark influence has tainted this well.
Nothing I can do about that yet, doesn't look like. So that'll be the next power word I unlock. I'm guessing we'll deal with those.
Blessings of the goddess.
Agatha's cottage. The mysterious clearing. April 4th, 1701. Caretaker. Today I told the child of their mother. I tried to be gentle but clear. Agatha brought her warmth and comfort to the conversation, but I think she is the reason the child shed no tears. At 6 years old, it was time. We have defended the Abbey against Lilith and her Lilin. But soon enough, she will grow stronger. We keep the secrets that we must, but the child must know what hides in the shadows of the world.
Agatha's house.
Valkyrie. Agatha. Heimdall has aided me in the transfer of Loki's confiscated cauldron. It will be delivered to the location you marked in your letter, the same letter that found its way to Asgard and directly into Odin's hand. Your request caused a great deal of excitement, promoting Odin to appoint me to the newly formed position of Asgardian warrior, clerk to arrange the transfer. I cannot think of a better way to utilize my abilities than to act as your delivery girl. Weathered note. Our young hunter. Although I didn't know Lilith all that well, I should have imagined the hunter would be an energetic child given their lineage. While Sarah acts as the ever-vigilant stickler for order and reason, I've become something of a silent partner in crime for the hunter's hijacks around the Abbey. Of course, I would never interfere with their training or education, but someone has to encourage things like exploration and creativity. It would be nice if the hunter had someone their own age to spend time with. I'm not sure a couple of old witches make for the best companions to a child. Sometimes I have to remind Sarah that there's more at stake here than just training a powerful demon hunter. She means well, of course, and I know she loves the hunter as her own. Still, they're going to drive each other crazy at this rate. Maybe some kind of pet would help. Not a bad idea. Caretaker's Journal, 1694. Lilith returned to the Abbey several nights ago, clutching the table. It was as if illness had never touched her. And when I looked into her eyes, my sister was gone. Who or what remained, I did not recognize. She pleaded with me, on her hands and knees no less, but I could sense the magic of the Darkhold all over her. She's been cast out, the Abbey is sealed, and I find myself the caretakers of a child. Everbloom Grimoire. This ancient book gives off a pleasant scent when opened under a waxing moon. Heroic to attack essence, heroic to skill essence, all the essences. Very nice. Agatha's hastily written note. I have been charting the celestial movements the past many months. Once the alignments have been properly calculated, I will gain a better understanding of the coming resurrection. As I get closer to narrowing the timelines, I have begun to pick up disturbances within the grounds of the Abbey. Current events have intensified as of late, and the low rumble can be felt emanating from Lilith's tomb. There's another. Odin, I suspect, is quite entertained at this point, knowing the history of Loki's cauldron and the destruction and turmoil that awaits you. I hope that this relic lives up to your expectations, and should the need arise for another transfer, I hope to be caught up in various life and death struggles which require my attention. Agatha, I know you to enjoy a good challenge, and you shall have it with this wretched thing. 1694. This is not the Lilith that I know. This is not my sister. I witnessed her seal away that horrid preacher in a damp cave with an unbreakable ward. We could have healed the darkness of his heart, provided him a merciful death, at the very least. To leave him to fester and slowly slip away into a painful death, I have never witnessed such cruelty from her. And now it seems she is nowhere to be found. I traced her to her gardens, perhaps to repent for what she had done. but it's as if she's vanished. Handbook of the Wilds. The Aztec revered the mushroom as the flesh of the gods, frequently serving them with honey and chocolate. Other species, such as the death cap, were quite poisonous when ingested. Scotch bonnet were known to grow naturally in ring-like formations, sometimes referred to as fairy circles. These were often thought to improve fertility and bring good fortune to relationships. 5 symbols
Fascinating.
arranged in a row. The order is probably important. What we got? Rare whole face prop. Sigil 6. Unlocking a lot of cosmetics for the Huntar. Okay. Those are kind of cool. Okay. No. No. All right. The world. Utu, the Watcher, is always lingering just beyond the world, observing and learning. This card represents accomplishment and becoming whole, along with reaching the finale of a chapter. This is one of KG Beasts indeed. Dr. Druid was not kidding when he stated the difficulties tied to the imp-like creature bound to this cauldron. It appears that the energies bound within the forge only serve to further agitate the creature within the cauldron. June 10th, 1988. My initial experiment proved to be ineffective. A protective ward I had created to shield the abbey instead released a noxious black cloud which hung over the ground for days. I moved the cauldron this afternoon to just outside of the abbey and attempted to purify the springs that ran off from the waterfall and into the yard. Instead, I managed to release a geyser of flames that shot a good 50 yards to the air. A most unfortunate event. The flame blast incinerated many of my favorite willow trees. 1695. A witch appeared at the abbey today. I cannot say from where she came nor what it is she wants, but Agatha is a truly fascinating and gifted woman of great magical ability. She brought a basket of warm food with her, and despite myself, I couldn't turn her away. Even if I had wanted to, she told me that she sensed a child of magic, and her heart drew her here. I think that I believe her, though I know that I have no reason to. Okay. A lot of stuff going on right now, people. A lot of stuff. Advanced occult transmutation.
The son of Gaia approved.
Common chests no longer require an arcane key. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. We have another key. Always good with that. What is this? I don't know, Scotty. That's everything I see off of here. And it looks like... Where am I? I'm up here. Jeez. So I'm pretty sure... Have I gone that way yet? Let's see. The mystical rock face. Deadly Nightshade. Faded journal page. It feels almost as if Sarah and Agatha are running short of challenges to throw into my direction. Have I truly changed so much that my power can no longer be satiated by these two spellcasters? No longer do I fear the darkness within me, or the light. I have conquered them both and embraced the many facets of my being. Darkness and light, blood and human. Don't get cocky, sir.
Autumn, show me the way.
So this is where you get all the keys at, basically. What I understand. I've made a terrible mistake. This is Wanda in 2020. My powers are growing stronger and I'm losing control, but that isn't the worst of it. I went to the reflecting pool today to try to research for a guidance, but Cthulhu, he heard me, and I felt a strange connection to him. I broke away as fast as I could, but it was like his powers channeled through me, and the ground grew cold and blackened beneath my feet. I thought that I could use what I've channeled from Hypus to push it back, but I am so tired. Goodness, we're getting stuff everywhere. There's an epic chest. Pretty sure we can't break through that yet.
The gods are fickle.
Dryads Saddles, Regent. So this is 3 of 4. I wonder if the 4th one makes a legendary chest. That's going to be my guess. We'll see if that happens in 12 episodes when we find the 4th one.
If I remember correctly, this is the grave of Will Walker, a notoriously vicious but effective vampire hunter. Blade would have liked him.
Yes, he might have. The Emperor, T'Challa, Black Panther, stands guard before the different regions he battled for the title of Black Panther. This card represents ambition and leadership and a protection over one's home. Major skill essence, Vial of Shadows. Okay. I suppose we can go back here and talk to Agatha before we get too far into the... Hello, ma'am.
Agatha, what is this?
The corrupted influence of the elder god Chthon. But we won't be able to heal the Abbey grounds until we've recovered the Moon Seal, stolen by Hiram Shaw.
Okay.
Remind me about the seal?
Did we just use it?
You've gotten ahead of yourself, dear. You'll need to find the Moon Seal first. A trial awaits you.
Yeah, okay. So the next ability we're gonna unlock is to get rid of this crap.
Autumn, show me the way. Oster smiles upon me.
Oh my goodness, we're just gonna spend... Ooh.
I need to find the next Moon Seal.
Right. Yeah. Don't have that. Okay. Is that the last statue? Looks like it. Or maybe not, but it looks like it. So what's this way? Okay.
This rubble looks loose.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
The goddess must be busy.
You're telling me there's a chance?
She does not see it happening.
Well, that's a shame. That is a shame. Alright. Did we kind of play around and find everything that is findable this night? Feel like maybe we gotta, like, The moon seal might be behind that ward that we can't get past. Celestial Brewing. Major attack essence. Nope. Just kidding. Finding more stuff.
The son of Gaia approves.
Where's that at? Found it. We got a lot of keys, by the way. Might as well open this since I have the power. Ornate Chandler, Common Hunter's Quarter Schematic, Common Whole Face Prop, Common Whole Face Prop. What am I looking at here? We already inspected it. And we kind of went everywhere that we can. This is the way we cannot go yet. But I wonder if we can get through here. Now. We're gonna just keep investigating until we're out of investigations. I don't know if I opened this chest back here yet. No. I have not. Agility serum, gain 1 free move. Very cool. Since we can open up easy chests, kind of want to check on that one. Might as well look for them every night. Yep. Got a redraw, head props. And you know what else that we have? We have all those dolls. Now I just got, yeah. Haha! I think we had these for a while. Worth it.
I should have known you'd wind up here eventually. You were somehow always here as a child.
If only I had known him. And still you masked even this from me. My own
greatest shirt of
father's
all time.
grave.
It wasn't you I was hiding it from. I've been making a lot of apologies to you lately. Now, they probably don't mean that much. But I am sorry, Hunter. Lilith's relationship with your father went against our ways, our purpose, or so I believed at the time. It was the Elder Gods themselves who first breathed life into us. Human notions like falling in love couldn't possibly be part of their plan.
And then you met Agatha.
If only I'd realized it sooner. I might have been a little kinder towards him, especially at the end.
What happened?
A great sickness came upon this area just before you were born. Your father was one of the first to fall.
With all your power, the two of you, you could not save him?
Lilith was a gifted healer, but this was no ordinary plague. The corruption went beyond his physical body. In the end, there was nothing we could do.
How did she react? And the plague?
You were not affected by the plague?
We were all affected, whether we were among the sick or not. I'm sure there was a time when your mother and I both would have just as soon joined the dead than continue to watch the villagers suffer.
I cannot imagine you ever reaching that point.
Lilith may have been the most skilled herbalist in the New World. I saw her perform near miracles with the potions she concocted from the plants in her garden. She was consumed by the idea of finding a cure.
But she never found one.
No, despite her efforts, nothing ever worked.
I can see how that would be a dark time for both
She's
of
talking
you.
about COVID right now?
With darker times still to come.
How did she react?
What did Lilith do?
She did what anyone would have done. She grieved. But in her grief, she lost herself, and her grief turned into anger.
Is that when you took me from her?
It wasn't long after that. Things started to fall apart before my eyes. I couldn't see another way out but to run.
The plague that turned her into the mother of demons?
No, this was something else, but cut from the same cloth. Your mother was no longer the woman I knew. The sister I had fought alongside for centuries. She was gone.
I have never heard you talk this way before, Sarah.
It's hard to walk the grounds here without churning up so many old memories. Maybe now you understand why I don't venture out here that often anymore.
We can talk again later.
Thank you, Sarah. Your timing may need work, but I appreciate the honesty.
Anything for you, Hunter. Anything.
Does that say
If only it were always this easy to bring a family together.
got 6 keys? Epic palette, rare whole face prop.
Tell me about my father.
Believe it or not, you can thank your father for those good looks of yours. There is a striking resemblance.
I only have the faintest memory of him. What was he like?
He was honest, a working man, you could say, authentic. Of course, I still didn't like him, but that wasn't really his fault. I'm old enough to admit that now.
But he loved my mother?
He loved her, and she was smitten with him. As the story goes, they were happy together. For a time.
Until I came along?
You were an unexpected gift, but a welcome one. Your father was very proud.
I wish I could talk with him now.
I know that feeling all too well, kiddo.
Okay. More and more lore dump, it would appear. Have we been to this one? Let us go and see. Negative. Where to next? Let's go check this one out. Ooh, have we done this one? I mean, I'm guessing not. What is this? Epic Hunter's Quarter schematic. We're just finding so much stuff. Caretaker is over here.
You're looking stronger than ever.
Well, I am stronger than ever. I'm a real man. That's in there. Confused. Very confused. We got a slight map hiccup here. But that's okay. Let's go over here. Fire and steel common palette for Iron Man. Look at that before it's too late. We forget. That looks cool. I'll change it up.
Was this bowl always here?
What? A wand?
Almost as if it were meant to be here. Maybe I should come back later.
Okay. I don't know what that's about. Agatha would like to talk, but I have things that I want to do before that. But it doesn't look like I can do them. Not yet. Very nice. That one's opened. This one's not. Iron Man and her. Nah. That's pretty cool. Who else got stuff? Who all else has customization stuff that I've been paying attention to? Looks like basically everybody. I do like that. Just burning up all my money. That's okay though. What else is it used for?
Oh, my friend sense is tingling.
Don't be lame, Spider-Man.
Is that meant to be an offering bowl on the altar?
Another artifact Wanda was toying with but could never make work. I'm curious. Next time you find yourself there, place something in the bowl and speak an Elder God's name. Perhaps it will work for you now that you have their blessing.
Okay. Guess we can go out there and try it now.
A perfect fit. This does not seem to work right now. This must not be right.
I think we're ready to sleep. I don't know where we're going to get the moonstone at. I guess we might have to wait on Doctor Strange to decide if he's ready to... Hello.
Good girl, Charlie.
Room upgrades. We've gotten several epics. Ooh, a regal bed. Oh, very nice. Ornate chandelier. A fine armorer. A regal fireplace. More wall frames, more wall frames. I think we'll save our money for now. We'll sleep. See what the morning brings
Hunter,
us.
if you're receiving this message, please come to the central console as soon as possible.
That's odd.
Bruce Banner. The Hulk.
Dr. Banner, you've re-emerged.
I'm sorry, Hunter. Probably not the best impression of me. But now I'm back.
Glad to have you back.
And we are happy to have you back, Doctor. We were worried for a brief moment.
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine. Doing better than our comm system was. I was knocked offline by a spike in gamma radiation that tore through the electromagnetic spectrum. Bad day to be a Manhattan cell phone tower. But don't worry, I've isolated the problem here. No more blackouts, I promise. But I am concerned about the other ripple effects this gamma radiation could have caused. That's why I would like to scan you and see if the shifts in energy have affected you.
Anything I can do to help?
If you think it will help your research.
Immensely. It's quite possible it can give us a clue on how to counter this gamma shift. Just stand very still. You shouldn't feel a thing. And we're done. Once I analyze this scan, we'll all be much wiser. Thank you, Hunter.
Hunter's quarters. Go back to sleep. Oh, we didn't even finish the night. Start the mission with a hero combo in your hand. A bad thing to have. Private superlink message. A new post has been added to this. Got a lot going on. All right. Forgot to mention, Logan is part of the old guard X-Men. He takes getting used to, but he tells you exactly what he thinks. If I had to spend time in the old guard, I would choose him. You'd choose Logan over your brother, Peter? No question. Logan treats me like a person. Peter still thinks of me as a child. I would rather put up with the stinky hair man than the shiny, patronizing sibling. And he is less stinky now, according to New York State. You can't teach children with a cigar in your mouth. Never listen to what the others say. You have so much promise. I can picture the mark you will leave upon the world. And it is glorious. Dr. Banner, are you okay? I don't remember sending this at all. I haven't been getting much sleep. Forget I said anything. Okay, that's not a good sign. Hunter, I look forward to once more kicking your butt in the training yard. I need peace and quiet, but I would prefer to have it with you. Will you join me? I'll be there.
I want to share something with you. Something I have never shared with another.
Magic,
When I was at Professor Xavier's school, I would listen to this album in my room all the time. Sometimes for many days straight.
Why?
There is not much music in Limbo, Hunter, unless you count the distant screams. But in this world, there is so much music. It is everywhere, which can be just as frightening sometimes. Limbo taught me it was best to be alone. It is how I prefer things.
You are not alone now.
Good, you noticed. The others would not understand. But I know you will, as we both have so much in common.
Actually, we do have a few things in common. It sounds like you miss Limbo.
Limbo may appear to some like a nightmarish place, but it was your home. Do you?
Miss it? Sometimes, yes. I missed the power I had there. The absolute control. It is the only childhood I remember now. This record reminds me of what it was like to be young and invincible.
Then I look forward to hearing it.
Okay, enough talking. Let's listen to the album now. The second hour is when it really gets good.
Second hour. 10% chance to generate a limbo portal card after an enemy is knocked back through a portal. Okay. Compliment value increased. Compliments now have increased effect on friendship. So she just got a new customization, even though I just bought one for her, so that's lame. I like the gold arm. We're gonna stick with that. Got some.
What about you, Spider-Man? Are you going to cozy up to the Avengers and join their little Earth's Mightiest franchise?
Ha, what, me? An Avenger? Yeah, only in my wildest dreams.
So you're throwing in with the kids, huh? I feel so... how do I put this? Like a consolation prize.
I don't have to choose. We're all on the same side, right? We're all against Lilith.
I don't know. Ileana, are we all on the same side here?
TBD. But if you're with the Avengers, you're out of Nico's movie nights.
Nobody told me becoming a superhero would be like high school all over again.
I have something for you.
A piggyback ride.
Components for shop class.
That's nearly as interesting.
Let me guess. Oh, help here. Okay.
Hey,
Magic holds
can
up a
I ask
yellowed
a
roll
favor?
of parchment. Hunter, I found this scroll in the library. It's a spell that claims to grant great power. Do you want to try it? Absolutely. I'll take an edge. So -5 to Hunter health. Hunter upgraded ability rare. These old spells are never that simple. We should turn this over to Caretaker. Don't like taking away health, and it's just for upgrade ability. I'll take the
Thanks,
key.
Hunter.
Hi, Hunter.
Hi, hi. Magic for normies. Okay.
A successful collaboration.
Launch endless combat missions from the yard to earn XP and practice hero abilities against enemies in Limbo. We can build this. The next thing that we need to build, we need Spider-Man abilities upgraded. Reach friendship level 2 with Nico for the Borderline suit. Vengeance passive. Okay. So we can do this one next. Upgrade. So we need to upgrade Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, and reach level 2 with Nico.
Later.
So we could go to a haven with Nico. And it looks like it unlocks her patent. Well, first we need to do the research and stuff.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work.
Reveal new
Got some upgrades
abilities.
for you, hot off the
Dark
press.
heal.
Forge.
Next played card is not discarded. +2. do this, and it'll upgrade to chain 3. So that's an option. He has Bolt of Balthek with 4 heroism plus 18 damage. Restore an ally to full health. Cure takes 32 damage. Don't necessarily like that ability. Ability crafting.
Farewell.
So we need to start upgrading Spider-Man.
What's shaking, Bacon?
I am proud to stand beside you on the battlefield.
Hunter? Wow, I'm blushing now.
Invite to a haven. Oh boy. What would she like? Mystical rock face?
I wish I knew how to cook.
You could learn.
Meh, that requires effort.
Joke. Is this a millennial thing?
I finally understand why Tony complains so much about the youths.
You're one to talk tricentennial. You ruined it for the rest of us with your Wainwrights and your Dropsy and your lamplighting guilds.
Get an apprenticeship, you vagabond.
All right. Maybe I'll talk to Robbie. He's good in the kitchen.
What does he cook?
The kind of food you can't find on this coast.
A taste of home.
Kinda. You don't know what you're missing until it's a distant memory, you know?
More than most.
Mm-hmm.
Magic for normies. She's probably not a true carnivore.
Can we do it again?
You dislike the gift? What? Why?
See, Hunter, you're so much more than a weapon. You're fun.
Thanks.
Our moonscapes look nothing alike.
Guess I can do some training with her. Launch endless combat missions from the yard to earn XP and practice hero abilities against enemies in Limbo.
I can see why you did that. I still say we should have built
The
a
hero
fire
can train in the
range
threat
first.
room once per day to gain XP and practice the use of their abilities. Friendship XP, Arcane Key, plus 10 critical damage. Poor Spider-Man.
Well, you know what they say about practice, right? Whoa, save some of that.
Increases the damage bonus applied to critical cards. Training level increased. Vault training deals increased damage in combat.
Ready for more?
Need to upgrade some Spider-Man abilities, but I don't have the skill essence. I'm missing 3.
I think we've got something for everyone.
The card sucks, though. Ooh, what's this? Credits. Heroic essence. Enter Limbo to face 3 waves of soulless with a single hero. Each hero may enter the threat room once per day to try out abilities, gain XP, and level up. Combat bonuses are disabled. If a hero's level is the highest on the XP roster, they will not gain any XP. Current highest hero is 7. Guess we can see what it's all about. Not sure why you do this over a regular mission, but we'll see what we'll see what it is. We'll try it out. Holy cow! Battle the Soulless with a single hero for 3 turns. Combat items may be used, but will not be permanently consumed.
Looks like it's getting hot in here.
Got a lot going on here.
You're not putting up much of a fight.
Reduces cost of heroic cards by 1. The next 2 environment attacks cost 0 heroism and deal plus 11 damage plus 2 moves this turn. I think that's a good start.
Nice. Let's do this. I'm going for it.
All Soulless will refund a card play when they are KO'd. Soulless Beasts and Brutes will also draw cards when KO'd. Right.
Try this on for size.
Forceful knockback towards him. Let me think about this a little bit here. Still activate that one. There's a lot of guys here. Draw 2 cards, gain 1 fast.
This one's for you. Right, feeling it.
Next 2 environment attacks cause 0 heroism and deal plus 11 damage plus 2 moves this turn. Just out of reach. Just out of reach.
Here comes the heat. That armor must be stronger than it looks. Otherwise, you're in trouble.
KO'd. Chain Strike does 22 damage. So that'd be 1 KO, 2 KO.
Here we go again. Sorry, but you had it coming.
Battle the Soulless. Turns remaining 3. Man. Nothing to hit him into. I can move and go over here. Try that, I guess. Leveled up.
Sometimes I even impress myself.
What else we have here? The next 2 environment attacks cost 0 heroism and deal plus 13 damage. So that'd be 33 damage. And it's a slide. Forceful knockback towards me. I'm thinking. If the target will be KO'd, chain to another target.
Here we go. Looks like it's up to me.
We're just flying around the map as Spider-Man right now.
Ooh, that really looked like it hurt.
There's nothing to knock these guys into, though. Not quite enough. That's 60 damage.
Take that. You guys are really gonna get hurt if you're not careful. Take
Alright. That's a pretty good first turn.
If at first you don't succeed,
Still took 60 damage.
I like our chances.
Ooh, all of them have health bars. So I think we got to play this.
Try this. Looks like it's up to me. I'm going for it. Maybe, I don't know, you should have asked Lilith for cooler outfits?
Okay. This one's got crit on it. $33. It's in a weird spot. Cool. I can move over here. Do 33 damage to the guy in the back and do chain strike again.
I'm on it.
He's really far away. Hopefully he runs back in a little bit.
Coming at you. Boy, I hope Hydra follows proper concussion protocols.
I have chain strike again. I only got 40 HP, so what do I do here? I can chain strike, kill 2 more.
Here we go. It must be tough losing all the time. For like decades.
There's never anything to knock these guys into. If I move over here. Oh, it's not enough damage. This is enough damage.
For you. Nothing personal, but I think you're out of your league here.
And I can use my 2 whips.
I do feel pretty amazing. Here we go again.
Okay, they're bound, so should be good.
At least you get to travel to new, exciting destinations before you get beat up.
Reinforcements incoming. Holy moly.
I've got enough webs for all of you.
Whew, okay. This is a slide. So we're going to use Opportunist.
Just the boost I needed.
See what we can figure out over here.
Here we go. Looks like it's at least you get to take a nap.
Boy. Turns remaining 1. How am I supposed to look how much There's nothing to do here. I don't see what I can do here. Force some knockback towards you. It's 35 damage. You move over here. Hopefully he's in the blast radius of that thing. Okay.
Try this on for size.
That is lame.
Here we go again. Gotta be honest, you didn't leave me much choice. Hydra didn't train you for this, huh? Take that! You can still run away. I promise we won't chase you. Oh, this should be good. Find a new line of work. I'm going for it.
Spider-Man's pretty good at this.
This would be a lot easier if you guys just give up now.
35 damage. I don't have anything that can do 35 damage. Just kidding.
My Greek mythology is a little rusty, but didn't the Hydra originally have 9 heads?
Whoa, where'd that guy come from?
Leave a mark.
I didn't see that guy. I didn't see that guy at all. 3 stars. Pretty sure Spider-Man got like 3 levels right there. I did not see that last guy. It's a 146-minute video so far, by the way. Central Hero Op completed.
Look at that map. We've got emergencies all over the globe.
Hydra is staying true to its multi-headed namesake. They are currently active in New York, Paris, Moscow, Singapore, Los Angeles. The list keeps growing.
They caught us off guard. We'll put them back in check.
With what, Tony? Avenger forces are spread thin as it is.
Temporarily. We're back in contact with Banner, and we still have the tower.
And that's supposed to make us feel better? We thought we had the sanctum until we didn't.
Well, I'm sorry, Stephen, but your overrated metaphysical library is not my state-of-the-art militarized tower. It will hold.
Hold what? Your ego? You'll need a taller tower.
Oh, coming from the man who literally calls himself Supreme.
Are you two finished yet?
Every second we waste arguing, Hydra takes another bite out of our ass.
Fine. Then let's stop arguing and take a bite out of their let's just stop arguing.
Interesting. Precision. The next card played is not discarded. This is a free play. Redraw to reduce heroism, cost by 1.
If I had time, I'd take care of these myself. But I have been accused of hogging the ball before.
We don't have enough intel.
Thanks, Hunter.
I just don't like this card. I'll be honest with you. The next card played is not discarded. I'm just not going to use it. Alright. Sue me. I want to upgrade this. We don't have enough essences. And precision. Double your current heroism. Next card played is not discarded. Draw to reduce heroism cost by 1. Okay. Let's try that. The ward. I found a strange ward blocking the way behind Shaw's old church. The magic is certainly arcane, but there's something else going on as well. I've tried all manner of counter spells to break through, but so far nothing has phased it. I'll have to think of something else. So this makes me believe Wanda is not responsible. Parchment of Power. From above and below, from the old world to the new, we must remain ever vigilant for any sign the universe offers us. There is no unease to sight, no suspicion to minor. Nothing can be ignored. You must understand that lost page in his final chronicle and the key to his return. We must ensure it remains lost. There is simply no duty greater in this world. This wasn't your choice, but it is now your obligation. You may think that unjust, and you'd be right, but your sacrifice, like mine, will serve something far greater than ourselves. G. Conquest through technology and mysticism. Dr. Doom. Power and conquest have been my ambitions since early youth. Only a fraction of individuals possess the strength of will to even pursue such destinies. For one must be perfect in both mind and body before a journey of this nature may even begin. My ascent to godhood began with a quest for answers. A means to free my imprisoned mother from Mephisto's grasp in the depths of his hell itself. That singular focus opened my mind to the power of arcane sorceries. I concluded that forbidden magics must be combined with disciplined academic study to free my mother's soul and ensure my victory when facing Mephisto. My experiments sought to resolve this conflict, which led to me the regrettable encounter with Reed Richards and the explosion that scarred my flesh. From that point on, Richards and any others who opposed me would face the wrath of Victor Von Doom, reborn from the ashes with the means and technology vastly superior to anything seen before. Now armored and set out to take what is rightfully mine, many have sought to topple me from the throne of conquest. Yet all have failed, the Fantastic Four, mere playthings for my amusement. Let us consider the Hulk, thought to embody unlimited raw and destructive energy, and yet Hulk fell like all others, unable to withstand my power, armored blows, even in my infancy as Dr. Doom. I seized the power cosmic and the surfers bored with ease. Guardians, heroes, whatever they wish to call themselves, are little more than childlike pawns. Even Thanos, self-appointed tyrant of the galaxy, was laid waste by a single blow from Doom's fist. For the record, Thanos did not possess the Infinity Gauntlet at that point, but no matter. He would have been put in his place. Such is the will of Doom. Interesting. Very cool. Dr. Doom is a sweet character. The movies have not quite done him justice as of yet. We will see what the new one looks like.
Hunter, hello.
Hello. Alright. Let us see what Tony has to
One
say.
day Strange will figure out.
That was quite a heated discussion between you, caretaker, and the doctor.
What can I say? I will always fight to keep the faith. Hydra may be on the rise, but they will never rise above the tower.
There is no challenge Lilith can't rest you. I hope you're right.
I hope you are right, but I am not sure Lilith is intimidated by much in the modern world.
Then we'll just have to show her. We're the new hotness, and she's messing with the wrong people. At least I'm back in contact with Banner. That's a relief.
Yeah, something's wrong with
I
Banner.
wasn't so worried about the tower as I was about his mental health. And if he's holding up, so will the rest of us.
Okay. So we need to do a general mission before we can do the next story mission. That is fine. That is fine. Maybe we'll do a blade mission. Ooh, but that gives us a lot of essence. We could do this Spider-Man mission, bring out our new and improved Spider-Man. Plus, we might have a chance to unlock some skills with him. I think we'll do that. Sorry this episode was so long. That's just kind of the way it fell. I don't normally like doing them this long. Almost 2 hours. But hey, leave a like if you enjoyed it. Post a comment if you want to chat. If you haven't subscribed and want to see more of my videos, please do so. I'm FearlessDojo. Godspeed.